Hello everybody and welcome to Group D of Code B. We have Ace versus MrDuck. Ace from Canada, I think, or USA, I'm not sure. Yeah, Ace from USA and MrDuck from Canada. Apparently, MrDuck playing Sammy here, while Ace went for the Jake pick. Jake, I think, really good overall. Sammy, we saw lots of games Sammy players losing a bunch of infantry, but I think one player from Code B or Code A, I'm not even sure, man. So many games played really well. I think that Semi versus Semi matchup, we saw the last player played really well, but I can't even remember who he was. So let's skip the early game a bit. Ace goes for the recon first here, while MrDuck is going also for the recon. Okay. But Ace gets the con tower, and yeah, MrDuck gets the con tower as well. Both players getting their con towers before the recons arrive. MrDuck now going for a mech here, and Ace going for some artillery after the recon. Both players just getting captures, relieving for now. Ace going for a tank there. MrDuck going for a lot of mechs. No. Now Ace starts harassing some infantry here, going in with the tank, going for a tank chain now. Duck arriving here with the mech, he hides from the recon on the woods there, really cool with the infantry, but this infantry is really low and no city nearby to repair. The tank now coming in here on this strong side, near the con tower of MrDuck. The artillery sitting on the city and ready to shoot at this infantry that will capture next turn. Now going for some anti-air there, Ace. Just as MrDuck gets his first battlecopter. MrDuck still going for a lot of mechs. He already has one here and two to come. He starts going, gets some harassment going finally with the recon there, interrupting this capture. Both players still even on capture. Of course, Sammy, even if you interrupt her captures, he's gonna get the captures for the most part, unless you really kill the infantry. Now going for battlecopter and tank there, MrDuck. Ace Duck coming in and kills the infantry with the artillery and the tank there. And starts some captures on the center. MrDuck also starting this capture here. Ace now going for a battlecopter and artillery. The mech does a lot of damage here to the mech. Yeah. I'm not even sure why this mech had this damage on it. Probably this mech was already shooting, I'm not sure. And this mech doesn't go into the black bolt. Maybe that was a blunder from MrDuck. He forgot maybe to put the mech here on the black bolt. Sometimes I do that as well and I'm not paying attention. I moved the black bolt with only one infantry, forget to move the other. Now going for double tank and a battlecopter. Let's see if this little blunder from MrDuck hurt him. Right now he's ahead on capture, but he's falling behind a little bit on units, I think. Losing some infantry there to Ace. This mech almost dead as well. Getting a few captures, gets this. Oh, this mech actually dies to the recon. This 1 HP engagement's really dangerous always, because you never know, if you get a low roll, you lose your unit. And sometimes it's better to just keep the unit alive for blocking, that type of stuff. MrDuck now going for the medium tank, really good against all those tanks, but Ace already has a lot of battlecopters, artillery, and a few mechs coming, so I'm not sure this medium tank is gonna do a whole lot. Ace now moving his mechs here. I guess getting the mechs later is generally better, because you can get vehicles along with the mechs, while early game you're kind of sacrificing vehicles to get those mechs. But MrDuck's coming in with triple capture here now. Actually, this infantry doesn't capture, I guess he attacked with the infantry there. MrDuck falling a little bit behind on units, but nothing too extreme right now. Ace getting a really nice engagement here on the anti-air, gets it with the artillery and double infantry combo. This infantry takes out this mech. He also captures this city from MrDuck, which is really unfortunate for him there. He also loses this infantry. The mechs moving in here, doing a lot of damage. Actually, this infantry shooting at the recon, not very common to see, but he goes for it. Both players have their normal powers right now, but no players choosing to go for it just yet. Ace getting the tank here, really overextending, I think, from MrDuck. Ace now going for anti-air and a transport copter for those mechs, maybe. I'm not sure. Get some nice boosting there. MrDuck falling behind on units, now actually really behind. Even after he buys, he probably will be only even with Ace. As Sam, you really want to be ahead on unit count and income if you can, but especially unit count with all the infantry. You really want to keep alive your infantry. MrDuck going for another medium tank. This medium tank didn't even reach the front lines yet, which is a bit of a problem with medium tanks. So generally, I rather not get medium tanks unless I'm really against a lot of tanks and the opponent is overextending. Or maybe if I'm playing like Adder or Co. I don't really play Adder, but if I'm playing Co, I really like getting medium tanks right before the super, so I can get a lot of movement. Ace now going for the power, getting a lot of damage on this medium tank. Oh my god, takes so much damage from this artillery here with the extra range from Jake. He gets this infantry, okay. And the medium tank now dying, the other tank there. Oh my god, this is really bad for MrDuck. The infantry moving in here. MrDuck is actually really ahead on income, but he's probably going to lose all those bases after all those engagements. He does go for the superpower though, he gets this base already, get this battle copter. Let's see if he can get more captures. Goes for this engagement. I'm not even sure how he can see this infantry, but okay, he sees the infantry and gets some damage done there. Maybe there's a bug here and some infantry is actually further ahead here. He gets one tank. Yeah, but in terms of capture, I think he only gets one property from Ace. I guess it wasn't even from Ace. Oh, it was, I think. Let me go back. Oh my god. Yeah, he gets one property from Ace, but yeah, that's it. That's the problem sometimes for going for the semi-superpower, the Victory March, is that you need to have a lot of vision to see where the opponent has the cities that you can capture right away and to get the engagements so you can get the cities. Ace now killing a bunch of battlecopters from MrDuck, really unfortunate for him there. Now killing even more infantry. At this point he has almost more than 10 units ahead of MrDuck. MrDuck going for a bomber there, killing the anti-air. Oh my god, I think I skipped this turn again. Oh okay, I actually went back. MrDuck trying to fight back, but it's really tough, man. Now going for double new tank there with a lot of income, but he lost so many units for that. The classic semi problem there. MrDuck healing some stuff, trying to get. I'm not even sure how his bomber died. Let's see here. Oh, the bomber didn't die, I guess. Still hiding here. Yeah. Oh, it dies to the anti-air there. Oh, I'm not gonna go again. I'm having trouble controlling the replay player with the joystick, but I'd rather do this because using the keyboard just makes too much noise. Maybe I can get like a really cheap keyboard of those that don't make much noise. My keyboard isn't quite mechanical, but it's semi-mechanical or something. It's really good, for me at least, to play games, but it makes too much noise if I'm trying to control the replay player. I guess this is why some people use the controls here, but then I can't show stuff on with the mouse on the screen. Ace now really ahead, getting back a lot of captures actually, almost even now with MrDuck. Income and really ahead on unit count and a little bit on army value, of course. MrDuck going for the normal power there, but not getting a whole lot done. This medium tank takes so much damage from this artillery, and this other neo tank gets picked off there. Yeah, Ace pretty much going for the HQ now, has a bomber coming in. Going for an APC, I didn't even catch if this transport copter did a whole lot, but MrDuck resigns after building double missile, of course. And yeah, that's it. Ace wins, so let's see the second game now. So game 2, we have Antious versus Daedalus, both from the USA, I think. Antious picked Jake and Daedalus Heather. I think both are good CEOs. Let's skip the early game a little bit. Antious going for a tank here. Daedalus also doing that, but getting a recon as well on this side. And another recon now. While Daedalus goes for another tank. Now massive tanks on this side. Really interesting. This is kind of the strong side for Antious, so let's see if it pays off all the tanks on this other side. Daedalus now going for artillery and some anti-air here. Antious getting a few captures there. Yeah. Both players really even. Antious finally goes for a tank here as he sees this tank from Daedalus and starts this capture, but I don't think this capture is gonna get through. Finally, the first engagement here, Daedalus getting some damage on this recon and kills the infantry that was capturing there for Antious. Antious now capturing a few cities there. He's still trying to capture here against the tank. The tank's coming in and kill the recon. He also interrupts this capture here from Daedalus. Daedalus still trying to capture, does a join here. But he has a lot of captures on the center, didn't even catch how this infantry all got here. Also kills the infantry with the anti-air, already having some anti-air as Antious gets the battlecopter there. Now going for a battlecopter, Antious coming in, doing some damage to the infantry. The tanks is still going strong here, sees the artillery from Daedalus and does a lot of damage actually now. The infantry doing some damage, still trying to get this captured. Finally the tanks comes in and does some damage to this tank from Daedalus. Daedalus now going for the power, the side slip, getting this capture here. The battlecopter comes in. He also kills all this infantry on the center, so really actually 3k ahead already on income there thanks to those properties on the center. Also trying to capture this property from Antious, and I'm not sure if Antious can. Okay, he can stop. He can stop. And yeah, he gets the infantry here, but he wouldn't be able to get it without the power. Yeah, that's it for now. No battlecopters dying. Antious now going for the beatdown, gets the artillery there before as well. The tank comes in, do a lot of damage to Daedalus, but at this point he's really overextending. You can see that this tank that gets built here can attack right away those units. Going for another battlecopter. Yeah, I'm not sure about all this pressure here since he's so close to the base from Daedalus. I think if he had all those units here, he would be able to get this city really easily. Daedalus now fighting back, gets one tank there, the battlecopters coming in. He also has the double anti-air there to deal with the copters. Gets another infantry, so right now Daedalus is ahead on unit count. Antious does a lot of damage here to the anti-air and those tanks. Actually he gets 3 HP here on the city of Daedalus. Now still going for a lot of battlecopters. Daedalus goes for the power and kills this battlecopter, gets this kill here and starts capturing this city. Gets another battlecopter, so 2 battlecopters kills already, almost getting this tank. Going now for a medium tank. Oh, he gets the tank. Oh, he doesn't. The recon does some damage, but doesn't quite manage to get there. Antious fighting back, getting a few captures, almost gets this anti-air, overextending here on the HQ. But I guess if you get a battlecopter with an anti-air, it's always worth it. Gets the anti-air with the battlecopter there actually. This tank here is just going for acting as a recon here, getting some vision as a scout, I guess. Both players actually even on unit count right now. Actually, you can say Antious is a bit ahead since he has 22 against 24 and he's gonna have more by the end of the turn. Gets the infantry here on the mountains, finally gets this capture. Actually, both players almost even on income now, gets a nice engagement here with the battlecopter, but it's probably gonna get taken out next turn by the anti-air. Still going for a lot of battlecopters. Battlecopters, of course, really good on this map, but Daedalus has 3 anti-air already, so really prepared for the battlecopters for Antious there. Getting some decent engagements, another battlecopter kill here, as I said it would happen. Daedalus Shuki ahead, but now Antious start capturing this property from here. The Battlecopter comes in, he gets a nice engagement on this anti-air, but Daedalus, again, another anti-air here. The tank comes in. This tank does a lot of damage to this anti-air. Yeah, nice stuff from Antious, fighting back there and really ahead on unit count right now. Daedalus goes for the side slip though, gets 2 infantry there, gets a nice engagement on this tank, some damage on this Battlecopter, gets the other Battlecopter with the anti-air, actually gets this tank with the mech, which he wouldn't be able to do without the power, so really nice there for me, gets this infantry with the medium tank. The Recon coming in, and now going for the anti-air there. Antious goes for the Block Rock though, so he gets a nice engagement here on the anti-air, gets some damage on this tank, kills this infantry, gets a lot of damage on this Recon, gets another infantry, kills the mech there and the infantry and the anti-air, so really nice stuff from Antious. Now even on army value, but really ahead on unit count. Daedalus killing 1 tank there, fighting back, killing 2 infantry I think. Almost gets this Battlecopter with the lower anti-air there. Anti-air, even with half HP, still really good. Does so much damage to Battlecopters. The tank gets this lower tank from Antious. Antious coming in, still trying to get even on income, and for some reason the match ends here. I'm not sure what happens. It says he's the Daedalus won. I think Antious timed out. He was saying something about timing out, but I'm not sure why it goes to Daedalus' turn and then he wins the game. This is really weird, but yeah, Daedalus wins, so he goes through the winners match. So winners match, Daedalus versus Ace. Daedalus played really well that match against Antious, but it ended really weirdly. Ace also played really well versus MrDuck. So I'm curious to see who's gonna win this. Of course, Stalingrad, the biggest map on the map pool. Maybe Settles and Still Water is a bit bigger because of all the sea, the water stuff there. Ace goes for the early recon here around his enemy's con tower. I would say Daedalus now going for the double recon, so let's see which one harass better. I think Jazz is a bit better overall on bigger maps like this because her vehicles get so much value. Also her powers do a lot of movement while Jake only gets movement on his superpower. But Jake does have the stronger artillery and there's a lot of planes on this map as you can see, so he's gonna get a lot of firepower bonus. Ace now coming in with a recon, building another recon, and with the tanks, builds another tank and has another recon, so both players with a recon on each side. Daedalus with the tank here on this side, his enemy's con tower side, going now for double tank. Ace starts capturing the con tower there. Daedalus now going for an APC actually, and erupts the capture of the con tower by Ace. Ace still trying to get the con tower, goes for a join here, so he's a little bit behind on units already, but he does get the recon, so yeah, no harm, no foul there. Goes for some artillery now, I guess trying to get some advantage with the Jake normal power, probably, maybe the super power as well. Daedalus gets the recon from Ace here. He chooses not to interrupt again the capture. He would lose this recon of course, and a 6 HP recon, really good for vision there. Ace does get a really nice engagement with the tank here on the con tower of Daedalus actually. The recon also interrupting this capture, both players still even on income. Ace now going for some anti-air, and Daedalus as well, but he goes for a base escape. Dangerous move there, but okay, I guess getting the anti-air really important. Even though he already has one anti-air, he wants one for this top side. And he even does the base skip there, but he could have gone for an artillery instead. I'm not sure, man. Now going for the medium tank. Ace gets the infantry that was capturing lower there, gets another infantry, almost gets another. Okay, he gets another actually, really going strong on his enemy's con tower side here on the top left. Going now for a battlecopter after this first anti-air. Daedalus actually ahead on income. Interesting, but Ace was winning the engagements overall, getting a lot of infantry there. But now Daedalus does a lot of damage to this tank. The anti-air comes in here, interrupts the capture. He's now going for a double tank and the recon. The artillery gets a lot of damage on this anti-air, and he gets this tank and the infantry there. Oh, another tank actually, so he gets 2 tanks. And the anti-air, really good for Ace there. The artillery is slowly moving in, but not doing a whole lot for now. Now getting battlecopter, tank, and a recon, really nice there. Daedalus goes for the normal power, the turbocharge, so he's gonna be able to come in with the medium tank. Yeah, the medium tank wouldn't be able to reach this mech without the power. Gets another tank and damages another really good. The APC, I guess, doing some work there in terms of capture. Maybe this is why he's ahead on income. I didn't even catch how he got so ahead on income. But yeah, I guess Ace really focused on killing infantry here on the top, while Daedalus was getting this property and all those properties. This property really close to the con tower actually of Ace there. So Ace lost a lot of pressure here on this south side, southeast side, I guess. Daedalus now going for a new tank and another base keep. He also has missiles for some reason. Daedalus coming in with really alternative tactics there. Lots of base keeps, going for a missile as well. Really uncommon, I would say. Gets... Ace now goes for the superpower. The Blackrock gets... I don't even catch if this artillery... Oh, the artillery doesn't do anything for now. Yeah, the artillery from Ace not doing a whole lot this game for now. He has a lot of artillery. Maybe having one artillery here on this woods would have made some difference for him on denying those captures. Daedalus now still 4k ahead on income. This recon gets a lot of damage here. The Neo tank gets this tank here, almost gets this infantry, goes for another Neo tank. Ace trying to fight back, keep those properties here, but at this point he's really ahead on unit count actually, but Daedalus has a lot of Neo tanks and this medium tank there, so it's gonna be tough for Ace to fight back. He's kinda lacking on anti-air though. He has this one, he has those missiles, but those missiles are gonna take a lot of time to reach the front lines. This missile actually on the singular is just one. The new tank comes in here, gets this tank. The APC is still doing a lot of work there, transporting infantry. Anti-air killing a few infantry there. I guess this was an infantry. The recon seeing a lot of this stuff from Ace. Still going for the big units there. Daedalus, I guess, his nose is behind on unit count. Ace now going for the power. Finally, the artillery getting a lot of damage there. He starts capturing the con tower from Daedalus actually. Now going for double tank and some anti-air. The missiles coming in here from Daedalus. He almost gets this anti-air, gets one infantry here, lower from Ace. Now going for a bomber and does a base keep again to get the bomber. Oh my god. Daedalus, the base keeps, I guess, really hurting him. Also Ace going for a lot of nice engagements there. Still trying to capture this con tower from Daedalus there. Now going for double tank and a battlecopter. Daedalus go for the normal power. The missile pulling back a bit actually, trying to get this battlecopter I guess. The tank doing a lot of damage here. Medium tank gets the medium tank along with the tank there, normal tank. Gets this lower tank with the infantry. This medium tank also gets some infantry. The bomber is moving to the north now. And he's got double tank with a battlecopter coming in. The new tank actually does some damage to this battlecopter, I think. I'm not gonna replay this again. Now Ace going for the beatdown. This artillery doing a lot of damage there, killing the tank. The battlecopter doing some damage to the new tank. But yeah, it's really tough to fight new tanks with just battlecopters. He really needs something bigger, like I guess the artillery does a really nice job, but it's tough to catch a new tank with artillery. Of course, medium tanks have less movement, so kinda easier to draw them in and do a lot of damage. He really needs the new tank, and he goes for the new tank. The missile getting finally value here, killing the battlecopter. The anti-air killing this. I'm not sure about this missile still. If it was some artillery, some anti-air, he would be able to get a lot of stuff. But I guess the missile is harder to kill. Of course, you can plant it on some woods, and your enemy really has to overextend to kill it. Ace still getting really nice engagements. We're almost at the end. Now he sees the bomber and goes for the fighter. The APC is still transporting infantry, but Daedalus actually only has 2 infantry now. Oh my god, this is really tough. But yeah, he has all those new tanks. Actually, only one left now. Yeah, I guess Ace got rid of that other new tank there, but Daedalus still with the medium tank here and the bomber going strong. Not even... Okay, Ace actually has the anti-air there, but he can't quite reach. He gets even more infantry from Daedalus, only now with 3 infantry against 15 from Ace, but Daedalus with a lot of army value. This is really interesting. Ace with all the infantry, while Daedalus has all the army value. With the big units, gets this anti-air here, the bomber gets another tank. Oh my god, this bomber is doing so much work. It's almost paying for itself, which is really rare for a bomber, unless you play really well. And to play really well, you already have to have a good army to back up the bomber, so many times the bomber is getting value only when you're ahead already. Ace now going for a battlecopter and a tank. Daedalus finally starts getting some captures of his 3 infantry to start capturing the con tower and a property there from Ace, and he's ahead 1k actually still. Even after Ace winning all those engagements, the bomber is still doing a lot of damage. The fighter now finally is gonna be able to kill this bomber if he can get vision, Ace that is. Daedalus still going for another new tank. Man, this game is so interesting. Daedalus with such a low infantry count still making it work for now. The fighter finally gets the bomber there, and Ace has so many units here. This new tank didn't even get to do much, I think. I'm not sure if killed the other new tank there, but yeah, Daedalus now. Ace actually managed to stop the con tower capture, so that was good for him. The anti-air actually almost killing the fighter here. This is really tough for Ace. Imagine he goes for another bomber here and Ace has to build another fighter there. Then I guess he chooses not to go for the bomber. Now Ace coming in, doing a lot of damage. Actually, Daedalus kind of managing to even out a little bit on the unit count there. Ace still kind of struggling there on this game. Now Daedalus going for the transport copter and 1 infantry only. He's still not building a whole lot of infantry. Actually, almost even now unit count. Ace of course is gonna build 3 or 4 units now, so he's gonna be ahead by the end of the turn. But in terms of army value, he's still really behind. Though he's getting a lot of value with this artillery now. Gets a recon there, gets some lower infantry, still really focusing the infantry. Good strategy from Ace. Daedalus goes for the turbocharge though, gets some infantry, almost gets this tank on the city, gets this tank, almost gets this other one. Yeah, he gets, what is, oh, another infantry kill. Now going for a recon and another base keep. Daedalus really liking the base keeps there. New tank getting the new tank there, so Ace getting a lot of nice engagements. Oh my god, this artillery doing so much damage to this new tank here. 4 damage on a new tank, that's like 10k value right away for the artillery there. Now more than 10 units ahead of Daedalus and going for a bomber. The missile gets to shoot a battlecopter, and the rocket actually didn't even catch. He had a rocket, does a lot of damage to this new tank, so both players using really well those long range units. Gets another tank. Ace coming in with the Battlecopter. The Battlecopter actually shooting at the missile there. And this anti-air is gonna take some damage from the tank. Probably is gonna be able to still take out this Battlecopter next turn. The fighter is still doing some damage to the Battlecopters there, even after almost dying to the anti-air. Daedalus now going for the turbocharge, gets this Battlecopter, doing a lot of damage to those tanks. Gets this tank. Oh my god, this game is taking quite a while. The Recon now getting some damage on the infantry, and yeah, the new tank gets the tank here. Artillery gets the new tank, yeah. This artillery MVP of the match, I guess. The bomber, yeah, not much happening, to be honest. Now the turbocharge from Ace gets one tank, another tank, the anti-air with the bomber there. Pulling back a little bit, he knows he's ahead. Now on income, 3k on income, actually. The artillery there, getting the tank. Both players fighting really fiercely there. Daedalus almost getting even on unit count, still ahead on army value, but now behind on income. Ace gets this infantry with the medium tank. Yeah, just pulling back for now. Daedalus moving in, getting another new tank, getting his rocket on position here. I'm not able to shoot a whole much for now, but if Ace gets aggressive, maybe he gets some value. Starts capturing actually the con tower, sorry. The rocket's gonna be able to interrupt that, of course, and one shot I think this infantry. Now moving in really strong here on his HQ side. The fighter there does some damage to the Battlecopter. He gets one tank, another tank, and the Battlecopter. Oh, this really hurts for Ace there. The tanks actually interrupt the capture, so the rocket just moves through those woods there. Yeah, I'm not sure. If I was playing, I probably would kill the infantry with the rocket and then come in and kill some infantry here with the tanks, but then I would take a lot of damage from the AC units here, so yeah, Daedalus really playing carefully. Really good play from him. Killing the anti-air here. Ace now with the medium tank. The anti-air gets this. Okay, it suicides to the tank for some reason, and then the bomber gets here. I'm not even sure about this entire move, attacking the tank. Was this a mistake? I'm not sure. Now another fighter coming in, but yeah. Daedalus doesn't have a bomber. Ace does have a bomber though. Now going for double tank, anti-air, and the transport copter. Daedalus going for the normal power there, the turbocharge, pulling back on the right side and getting a lot of nice engagements here on the top around his con tower. Still has the rocket. So day 30, the game ends, and yes, the problem now is both players are drawn. I think my criteria for untying, since both players have the same income, initially would be the property limit. But since both players had the same income, Daedalus had the bigger army value, and of course he was ahead on unit count, but of course he would be after buying, so yeah, Daedalus wins, but I'm not sure, man. After seeing all this game, I think Ace really deserved to win, even though Daedalus also played a really masterful game there. Lots of base skips, but still managing to stay on the game with Jazz. Jazz a really strong pick, proving this, I think. So let's go to the losers match now. Okay, so Antious versus MrDuck, they're playing on 2 Athos, of course, this map with the 3 airports and the 2 bases, and the Pippington recon here. Both players going for the normal captures, I think. MrDuck starts with an early recon here, day 3 recon, I think. Day 4, I guess, I'm not sure. Okay, and another recon now on this side. Of course, Antious sees his first recon, for now only building infantry, but he goes for a mech and a tank here. MrDuck moving in with the recon, but not quite showing it just yet. Antious playing really careful here. You can see MrDuck has a lot of vision on the map, while Antious is really kinda confined here on this side. This 1/3 on the bottom of the map. Starts capturing here. MrDuck blocking here this city with the recon. So now with a 2k income advantage. Though Antious gonna get 3 captures now, so yeah, really good moves there. Probably gonna use this artillery to break the pipe scene along with the mech. Going for another artillery, this tank already getting some value here, though MrDuck has a tank to answer here and already has a tank here doing some damage to this infantry. The infantry finishes off this infantry, so MrDuck gets first blood there. Antious does manage to get the recon there with the mech and the tank there. Starts capturing here. I'm not sure about this move. He probably should have killed this infantry here from MrDuck, but he does have the artillery coming in, so I guess he's covered. Now going for artillery and a tank, while MrDuck going for another recon and some artillery. Yeah, this capture gets pretty much stopped here, though he can join. A lot of nice engagements there for MrDuck. Now getting, some damage on the mech here. Of course, I didn't even talk about it, but Antious is playing Sammy while MrDuck chose Flak for this map. Antious actually stopping this capture and getting some vision here. Killing one infantry, damaging the other a lot. The artillery moving in here, the mech, the infantry getting the infantry kill and the back pulling back to heal a bit. Hiding this tank on the right side, really cool move. Now getting a battlecopter. The Sam in general would get like a transport copter to start getting those captures really early. Of course, transport copter is really good for Sammy, but I guess there's so much fighting here that maybe you don't want to lose the tempo here on the battle and make a transport copter. Going for another battlecopter now, he broke the pipe scene, almost gets this recon with the infantry. I guess it's semi-infantry, so it's not a big deal that he's on 9 HP now with this mech. MrDuck starts shooting at the black bolt on the HQ for some reason. I'm not sure about this move, and gets on range of the artillery here and this tank. The recon here killing the infantry along with the other infantry. This tank gets taken out by the tank and the artillery here. This tank can't even answer for now. Battlecopter coming in, double battlecopter actually getting this tank. MrDuck doesn't have any anti-air. I guess a bit of a mistake there from him. Antious is actually ahead on capture now because of all those bases he has here on the center. Also, he broke the pipe scene while MrDuck didn't even start working on the pipe scene. Now going for the mech on the mountain here, really strong. He's probably going to pull back this tank to heal here. Yeah, he gets this artillery here. But now this tank is really exposed. I think MrDuck can kill with the tank and the anti-air, even though if he gets a low roll there with the... Okay, he goes for the flak power, gets actually without the anti-air there with the infantry and the tank. Getting a few captures, a lot of damage on this archer, some damage on this infantry. The anti-air moves in and does some damage to this infantry. I guess this was a bit of a low roll for the tank, but whatever. The recon does doing some really nice damage to the battlecopter. Anti-air and tank here. The tank does some damage. I think this was a really low roll for the tanks here on this tank. Yeah, Flex sometimes fighting. I mean, I don't even know how to say it. I guess is I don't know how to say when it goes wrong. It's something with fire bullets. I'm not even sure, man. When the bullet comes out of the gun from the other side, you know. Now Antious coming in. He's actually really ahead on units. I didn't even catch that. And on army value and on income. So at this point, yeah, really tough for MrDuck. I'm not even sure where it all went wrong for MrDuck. Shooting at this black bolt here on the HQ makes no sense. I'm not sure about this. And yeah, no anti-air, so those battlecopters did so much damage here for Antious. Now going for a transport copter, but at this point it's really too late. If Antious had the transport copter, he could be maybe 3 at 28 income. Now this transport copter moving without the infantry for some reason here. MrDuck going for the normal power there, but not able to get too much. Antious going for the superpower now, gets 1-2 captures, some nice engagements here. Yeah, he only gets 2 captures, but gets a lot of nice engagements there. And MrDuck resigns, which means he's out of the tournament, sadly. Antious played really well, I think. Those Battlecopters doing so much damage here, and yeah, that's it. So let's go to the last match now. Okay, so last game we have Ace versus Antious. Ace playing a really great game on Stalingrad there. I was kind of sad that he ended up losing to because of the tournament rules, because it only goes to 30 days, we can have games going on forever. But yeah, barely lost to Daedalus, and now he's gonna face Antious, which played a really good Sam game against MrDuck and chose Sammy again versus Eder here. Now going for Transport Copter up there, while Ace is getting some early double recon actually against Sammy. Really good idea in general. Let's see what Antious does with this early Transport Copter. Not a whole lot, I think. For some reason players are not okay. He loads, but he doesn't unload the infantry here. I'm not sure, because he's not gonna be able to move this infantry next turn. Okay, he goes for a double transportation there. I guess it's nice because this infantry is gonna be able to get boosted here, but at the same time it's gonna go towards the corner of the map. I'm not sure about this. Now going for a tank, probably anticipating there lots of recons from Ace. Ace now going for some artillery and some anti-air. Really great against Sam in general, to kill the infantry and the battlecopters that in general she wants to get a lot of infantry. But Antious going for the artillery here, even though he could go for a battlecopter. The recons kill 1 infantry already. I think this infantry was capturing, so really nice there from Ace. Both players relieving still. Now Antious getting a lot of captures, already 16k income. Starting this capture again, this recon takes a lot of damage, so this time he's probably going to be able to interrupt this capture. Ace only now going for a tank though, so we can't do too much about this tank here. Now Antious going for a battlecopter and a tank. The recon pulls back both recons actually. Ace now even on income, going for a double tank there. Antious gets his con tower, starts capturing this lab for some reason. Now sees the infantry here from Ace. This artillery is moving in really slowly, carefully. The tanks as well here on this right side get some nice damage on the Ace infantry, but now this... Oh, the artillery doesn't even shoot. I guess this is good because it doesn't show he has artillery there. Getting 1 infantry kill, going for some captures. Antious now getting more captures. The transport copter doing some work, defending this base here with the infantry, though it's probably gonna get taken out next turn. The tank doing some damage to that other recon, and now going for some anti-air and the battlecopter. The tank there gets taken out. Oh, the infantry, okay. That was on the road. This tank takes a lot of damage, he kills this infantry of course, but he can't quite start capturing at least this turn, so... Yeah, losing the infantry there is not great, but at least he gets to keep this city for another turn, and Ace going for the middle tank. Artillery doing a lot of damage to this tank. Transport copter moving in to do some damage to the infantry, but I'm not sure if Ace had the anti-air closer here. Antious would be feeling really bad for this infantry kill. Transport copter coming back, now Antious transporting some infantry, but he doesn't have anything to do with this anti-air that's killing a lot of infantry here. Ace going for this first power, the side slip there, gets 1 infantry, 2 infantry, another infantry I think, yeah, another infantry, sorry for coming back again. Gets 5 infantry actually, 1 was capturing here, both players still pretty even on income overall. Now he gets, 6 infantry, I guess. Double recon and battlecopter now, really good against Sammy, of course, and double recon. But those tanks take out the lower tank there and the lower anti-air, really nice. That was the anti-air that was killing a bunch of stuff here. He also gets all those infantry really low. Antious really falling behind on unit count now, actually. Going for triple recon with Semi and the Velocopter. I'm not sure about this, but okay. The Anti-Air getting the Battlecopter there from Antious, this really hurts. It starts capturing, but it's a 6 HP infantry, so it's gonna take 4 turns to capture this tank. Those tanks take out this tank here. Starts capturing this property, but yeah, Antious has some infantry here, so maybe he's able to interrupt this eventually. Now going for some anti-air and tank there. Also has a Battlecopter coming in. The artillery and Battlecopter take out one tank, and the artillery gets the 8 HP tank on the road. Now going for double time, really good, underrated I guess, power from Semi. Her superpower, of course, is great because you get instant captures, but in general, if you can get a capture with the superpower, you can get with the normal power as well, since Semi is so good at capturing for the most part. Ace going for a base keep actually to get some artillery and a Battlecopter there, and the tank. The recon comes in, killing one infantry, another infantry with the tank, getting a lot of damage on this anti-air. Actually gets the anti-air with the anti-air and does a lot of damage to this artillery here. Actually, Antious now ahead on units. I didn't even catch when the game swinged like that. I guess was on Antious superpower there. Now Ace going for the superpower, the Sidewinder, but he doesn't manage to do much, to be honest. This middle tank, I think, kills this tank? Oh, yeah, this tank that was on the woods here. Antious killing another infantry, moving in with another middle tank. Now he has a 2k advantage. The transport copter doing a lot of work there for him. Ace fighting back though, getting a few kills, moving his units, goes for double tank on the recon. Antious starts capturing here, gets one infantry on this side. He sees now Ace capturing there on the top, but I guess he really wants to smash this left side here from Ace. He knows also probably that there's a lot of units on the right side. Ace interrupting the capture, but no big deal because since it's Semi. Also, this infantry has 6 HP, and yeah, he's gonna get the capture. Antious now 22 to 16k income. So really good advantage there for K for Antious. Getting nice engagement here on the Battlecopter. Now going for middle tank and some max already. 2 middle tanks actually, I was gonna say 3, but maybe one died or there wasn't even another one. Ace now killing the Battlecopter, going for the normal power there. Gets another really nice engagement with the Battlecopter, doing some damage to infantry there, going for a tank, anti-air and the transport copter, actually pulling ahead on unit count. But now Antious going for the victory march, the superpower there. Almost gets all those units, lots of damage, gets one tank. Lower here with the... Gets the con tower actually from Ace. Gets another infantry, another capture, so 2 captures, the con tower and the city there. I guess he also got this city, so... Yeah, 2 captures, 2 city captures and the con tower of course. Really nice victory march. The artillery doing some damage to this tank. Actually, he's still 4k ahead. I'm not even sure, man. Maybe Ace got a lot of captures. Yeah, he captured those properties on the center. Ace now killing a lot of stuff here on the center. But he's... Yeah, actually both players still even killing a lot of units from each other. Unit count swinging every turn there, every day, I guess. Ace now going for the side slip, fighting back really strongly, but the problem is Antious has this middle tank, those 2 middle tanks actually, and Ace doesn't have an answer for that. He doesn't have the money for... I mean, he could build a middle tank, but he's choosing not to, even though he's playing Adder really good with the middle tank, of course, because he can get the movement bonus there for it. Middle tank almost gets this anti-air, yeah. Now going for a new tank there, Antious. Really going for the big units to compensate for the units losing 10% attack. Also a lot of artillery on the center, really good. Goes for the double time there. Starts a capture on the top. Interrupts the capture of the con tower. Of course, Antious has double the con tower. Both the con towers, so he has 110 firepower on the units, while Ace doesn't have any firepower bonus. So his tank's actually doing more damage now thanks to the con tower. Ace tried to get this con tower though and get this other one back. Now going for a rocket, not sure about the rocket move there, especially so late into the game and with so many fights. This rocket's gonna take like 4 turns to start shooting at something probably. If it does get to shoot, it's already day 22. Antious pulling a little bit ahead on unit count and really ahead on army value. You can see almost 3 times the army value of Ace there. Oh my god. Ace moving a few units, but he resigns. Yeah, this is really tough. The army value, Antious now with double the army value even after buying. I guess the biggest problem there for Ace was the medium tanks. He didn't have an answer, and when Antious got the con tower here, he really fall behind too much. Maybe he could have a tank on this con tower before the superpower from, yeah, he probably could have a tank here, and or a medium tank for sure would be able to defend here, but yeah, I'm not sure, man. So yeah, that's it. Antious goes on in second place, and Ace sadly is out of the tournament. He played really well. I'm sad to see him go, but yeah, that's it. So if you like this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.